Hello Aquarius, this is a general reading, a love reading, and a financial reading for you today. Now you can find me on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings as well, so get in touch for those on Facebook. Now, this information is my own interpretation, so do take that information that resonates with you as your own, and any information that does not resonate with you, leave that for someone else as it will benefit them. Now, let's get into our general reading here. We ended up getting 2 cards out, and so I see here that you absolutely have been having some situations around you where you feel like you're really on the defensive. You're fighting a losing battle, but I see here that it's not so much that you've lost those battles, if you really look at it, that you have actually really been succeeding in your goals, in building skills, and in improving yourself, and you have really been building a deep set strength, and that strength continues to grow. So I see some greatness in you, and I see some deep growth and deep happiness in your future that comes from that strength. Now let's get right into that love reading. Okay, so let's see, in terms of your love, I do see that you've been taking things one step at a time, and you haven't been focusing too much on your romances, Aquarius. And I see that you've been wanting to kind of get out of your shell a little bit, but that you've been kind of sticking to that shell of yours. You've been kind of sticking to what you know rather than what you want. This has been holding you back, but I do see goodness in this for you, that although things are going to be progressing one step at a time, that you are going to begin being able to treat yourself, give yourself back that relaxation. And Aquarius, you're going to begin to really notice that where you've come, just like I mentioned in our general reading, how you're building up that strength, I see that you're going to start to really notice that strength within yourself. And you're going to begin to allow yourself to have those choices that you make be made a bit more confidently. Now, although something here may be changing very fundamentally, like your relationship, it could be this is a situation where your relationship is changing soon. I do see a situation here where you're going to be getting into the grit and finding all of that actual information that you really want to get. And I do see you settling in to the idea that you absolutely do have all the means and all the means to succeed. Now, this is a situation where you are going to be basically opening up a little bit, being a bit more generous, and again, really pushing through and being clear to yourself. I see that you are going to be much more true to yourself than you were before, which might be the reason that this relationship might be ending, or that things might be changing fundamentally in your relationship or in a friendship around you. But especially that these situations that you have, the fact that you've really gotten that newfound strength, that you're going to be finding that you're really giving yourself that benefit of the doubt, and that you're really allowing yourself to have those opinions and those statements, that you've basically absolutely already set out the seeds to succeed in the next relationship that you have, and in your friendships, and as well in all of the relationships that you have around you. You have great tidings for yourself because you are growing, and you've grown so much as a person recently. Now, let's get right into things to get into that financial reading, Aquarius. Okay. Now, so looking into the finances, let's just see here. Okay, I see that you've been very open about what your goals are, and you've really been making your decisions very clearly, but that you have not been finding that success has been returning to you. I see that you absolutely have been looking for a couple of different opportunities, and that you have been wanting for just a couple of specific things. And I do notice that those couple of specific things, even though they are just a few options that you've kind of set out for yourself, that they are very different from each other, and that this may be what is holding you back, that you have been having kind of a situation where you're focusing on too many things at once, that you should be absolutely spending the time focused on one goal, but that you have been having, say, 2 or 3, even 4 different goals that you've been putting a lot of effort into. I see that you absolutely do have a situation where you've kind of had some contention through this, that those decisions that you've made, the differences, the options that you've been wanting to make for yourself, that you've been kind of having not so much fights, but some arguments with family members, with people who care about you about this. I see that you do have the recipe for success in what you want to do, and you do have the means to really have that forward progression, but that is just why you haven't been progressing, that you've been kind of holding yourself back. I do see that you are going to be healing, and you are going to be basically letting things happen for a little bit, looking inward, and basically allowing yourself to recompose yourself so that you can have that forward progression again. But I do see you basically pushing through and understanding where you came from and how you need to proceed. And in the very near future, I do see you finding that acknowledgement, changing things, and really seeing the success unravel right around you. I do see that success kind of starting here, and that you're going to be gradually gathering it starting now. But I do see that success growing, and I do see that you are going to be moving your financial life forward very soon. Now, this brings us to the end of this reading. I'll just reiterate, Aquarius, that you can find me on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings as well, so get in touch for those on Facebook. I'll see you next time.